Sky Daddy here. I recently made a post on the Star Wars message board on IMDb in which I stated, compared to the prequels, the Star Wars Holiday Special is a masterpiece, of which many people challenged, saying there was no way the prequels, as bad as they are anywhere near as bad as the Holiday Special. Well, I originally meant for the statement to be a hyperbole, but I have since changed my mind. You see, I was originally going to use some stills from episode 2 to illustrate this video, but since I no longer own a copy of the movie, I just used Google. So after exhuming all the horrific stuff in Attack of the Clones alone from the buried files of my mind, now when I say, compared to the prequels, the Star Wars Holiday Special is a masterpiece, I mean it literally. There was once a time when I pretended to like the Star Wars prequels and even defended them blindly, much like the fanboys over on IMDb. Then there was a moment while watching Attack of the Clones in the theater with my wife, who had already decided the prequels were terrible, that I realized I just couldn't pretend to like them anymore. It was that scene in which Obi-Wan and Anakin go into that stupid bar after Anakin loses his lightsaber. By the way, you know why everyone liked the Cantina bar in the first movie? Because it didn't remind us of an earthly sports bar so much. There was just enough of a hint at the bars in real life where one might find our own brand of scum and villainy without all the cornball images Lucas put into it. Anyway, there were two moments in this scene that served as my turning point, actually. The first is when Obi-Wan tells Anakin that his lightsaber is his life. "This weapon is your life," says Obi-Wan. That's when I thought to myself, no way. No way would Obi-Wan Kenobi ever make that statement. Obi-Wan is the pupil of Yoda, no matter what the prequels claim, and Yoda is old school. He didn't need a weapon, and he even stated it pretty much in The Empire Strikes Back. That is when I realized Lucas has lost his way. Now, everyone else realized this far earlier, right after seeing The Phantom Menace, to be exact, and although I found it boring and not like Star Wars, I still pretended to like it. The second thing that turned me off was yet another line from Obi-Wan that was meant to be a joke. He actually turns to Anakin and says, "Why do I get the feeling you're going to be the death of me?" Are you fucking kidding me, Lucas, you fat fuck? What is this, a bad sitcom? It may as well be. I've already seen a rolling robot waitress named Flo. Yes, Flo. He actually stated in Star Wars Insider magazine that the rolling robot waitress was named after Flo from Mel's Diner. Well, imagine that. A tribute to a sitcom and a space opera. What the fuck? Of course, Lucas has since changed her name, I'm guessing as a result of the high volume of hate mail and possible death threats he probably received over the matter. Nice way to cover your mistakes there, Lucas. It's too bad we can't cover up the entire prequel trilogy and start over. And I mean that. Think about it. The Star Wars prequels will always be there. Star Wars is forever tarnished, and there's nothing we can do about it. This saddens me every time I watch Star Wars. Now, going back to my original point about the prequels, Attack of the Clones alone is, to me, just as bad, if not worse, than the Holiday Special. Think about it. Obi-Wan and Anakin go into this bar looking for a shapeshifter that isn't smart enough to use his ability, or her ability, to disguise herself, and we begin to hear some dreadfully disgusting lines spewed out by Obi-Wan Kenobi. And then there's a drug dealer, alien, named Elon Sleazebagano. I shit you not. This is his fucking name, and that is the writings of a child. I'm serious. This is what you would expect from the mind of a child. But more to the point, the kind of writing one might expect to find in the Star Wars Holiday Special. After seeing this stupidly named alien offer Obi-Wan death sticks, are you fucking kidding me? A public service announcement in the middle of a Star Wars movie. What's next? C-3PO turns to the camera and makes a statement about a whooping cough. Anyway, after seeing Obi-Wan use the Force to get the drug dealer to turn his life around, I expected next to see Harvey Korman come along and pour a drink into his head, because now Lucas has brought the mentality level of the Star Wars saga to that of the Holiday Special, by which he is supposedly embarrassed. All this combined with Dexter Jettster's diner, Jawa juice, as stated by Flo, and 3PO's one-liners, of which we will examine next, all put the Star Wars prequels on the level with the Holiday Special. Ah, Dexter Jettster. Apparently Lucas liked the character Dudnik from the Droids cartoon so much that he decided to incorporate him into the movie saga. What does that tell you? And remember why the cantina bar scene worked so well in the original Star Wars? It was because it didn't remind us of an earthly place. Dexter's Diner is just an earthly diner with aliens in it. It's even a train car like the old passenger car diners we used to have. I'm serious. It's a car from one of those stupid flying trains we see in shots of Coruscant and the newly enhanced Cloud City from The Empire Strikes Back. At any rate, towards the end of Clones, C-3PO wanders into a battle droid manufacturing plant and gets his head switched with a battle droid. This is now droids cartoon caliber stuff. Then, as if that weren't painfully stupid enough, he starts spitting out these horrific cornball one-liners about it, like, "I'm so confused," and "I'm beside myself." And as his head is being dragged away by R2, "This is such a drag." Are you fucking kidding me, Lucas, you fat bastard? This is how a child would write a movie. This is not the writings of a grown man. This is the kind of stuff one might expect to find in the Star Wars Holiday Special. So when anyone says the Star Wars Holiday Special was bad, please remind them of Attack of the Clones. Thank you.